completely blind, but I don't let that stop me.
Tonight, keep up to date with NBN News. Then, who has what it takes to turn heads and chairs with all new The Voice, followed by 60 Minutes. Afterwards, the follow-up documentary to KKK, Black Power, America's Armed Resistance.
Tonight, fresh turmoil for rugby league, with Luke Brooks arrested over a Balmain brawl. A suspicious fire tears through a home in suburban Newcastle. Australia takes centre stage more than once at Eurovision. And a happy Mother's Day for Knights fans as the red and blue upstage the Raiders.
The Knights have won their second match in their last 1,000.
This is NBN News with Jane Goldsmith.
Good evening. Two West Tigers players have been questioned by police investigating a late-night brawl in Sydney. The incident, yet another one the NRL could have done without, following a difficult week for the game off the field.
After a horror week for the NRL, not a great night to be out on the town getting involved in a punch-up. Just after midnight at the Balmain Workers Bar and Kitchen, Tigers star halfback Luke Brooks was arrested, according to police, for breaching the peace. Teammate Kyle Lovett was also arrested. Both were questioned and later released. No comment from either man. Brooks featured on the Sunday Footy Show with a Mother's Day message.
Happy Mother's Day to my mum and all the mums out there. Just want to say thanks for all your cooking that you do for me. I hope you have a good day.
It's believed one of Brooks's brothers got involved in a fight. The Tigers players then became involved. It's not a great look for Lovett. Earlier this year he was handed a 4-game ban after pleading guilty to cocaine possession. And in the last week, 3 players and the Sharks chairman have been involved in cocaine-related scandals. 2 men received minor facial injuries in the incident. No allegation Brooks or Lovett threw any punches. West Tigers say they are aware of the incident and are working with the NRL Integrity Commission, which has a rapidly expanding to-do list. Mark Burrows, NBN News.
The Treasurer is telling the major banks the $6 billion tax from the federal budget is here to stay. Senior executives are also being warned any dodgy behaviour could result in the loss of billions from their bonuses and wages. Hectares of land slated for development to help with the housing supply shortage.
Well, this is where the budget gets real.
As the Treasurer demands the major banks swear the tax from Tuesday's budget.
We think this is absolutely something that the banks should absorb, must absorb, or frankly, they're treating their customers like mugs.
That's not the view of the big lenders.
Whether you're a bank or a fish and chip shop, if your costs go up, then it has to go somewhere in the business.
The Bankers Association has demands of its own. It wants the Treasurer to release modelling showing how the tax will raise $6 billion and what the impact will be on households and businesses.
This is a grab into one sector of the economy to fill a budget black hole.
Labor supports the government's plans for the July 1 tax to be permanent.
I don't believe it should be beyond the wit of man to make the banks pay without slugging ordinary account holders.
The Treasurer denies it could go up down the track.
We set it at the level we think is appropriate and we think is fair.
New figures show the 5 banks being targeted paid more than $1 billion over 5 years in wages and bonuses for senior executives. Under new rules monitored by the financial regulator APRA, bank bosses could be sacked or stripped of financial perks if they play up.
Nothing less than a Royal Commission will convince the banks that they're not the top dog.
Lauren Giannoli, NBN News. A brawl has erupted at a lavish wedding in Sydney, spilling onto the street and leaving a man seriously injured. It's believed the fight broke out after a guest inappropriately touched someone else's partner.
It was a no-expense-spared celebration of love. But by 10 o'clock, Matt and Rebecca Carrione's special day had descended into a night of chaos.
There were a number of people fighting. Police attended and dispersed the crowd following that fight.
Well, I rode in on my bike. There were 6 cop cars.